Maria Santiago had been cleaning rooms at the Crestview Grand Hotel for 13 years. Nestled near the edge of downtown Chicago, the hotel welcomed a steady stream of businessmen, tourists, and sometimes even celebrities. But Maria never paid much attention to who stayed in the rooms she cleaned. Her job was to scrub, polish, vacuum, and replenish, silently, invisibly. She wasn't bitter about it. She was grateful. After her husband passed away in a construction accident, this job had kept a roof over her and her daughters' heads. Still, sometimes she wondered if life had anything else left for someone like her, a 48-year-old immigrant woman who barely had time to dream. Maria started every morning at 6 a.m. sharp. She took the early shift so she could be home in time to help her daughter, Camila, with schoolwork. Camila had ambitions. She wanted to be a doctor. That dream, Maria often thought, was the only thing keeping her going. She worked double shifts when she could, skipped lunch when she had to, and poured every cent she could spare into Camila's tuition savings. Life was hard. But it was honest. One rainy Thursday, as Maria entered room 1109 to clean, she noticed something unusual. A leather-bound notebook lay open on the desk, filled with scribbles, drawings, and what looked like technical designs. She hesitated before touching anything. Hotel policy was clear about personal belongings. Just as she turned to change the bed linens, her phone vibrated. It was a number she didn't recognize. "Hello?" she answered, slightly breathless. "Is this Maria Santiago?" a calm, formal voice asked. "Yes, speaking. My name is Daniel Whitaker. I stayed in room 1109 earlier this week. I think I left something very important behind, a black leather notebook. Did you happen to see it?" Maria glanced at the desk. "Yes, sir. It's still here." A deep sigh of relief echoed through the phone. "Thank God. That notebook contains early-stage designs for a medical device we've been developing for years. It's not just a notebook, it's hope for thousands of people." Maria's eyes widened. "I'll keep it safe. You can come pick it up anytime." But the man hesitated. "I'm currently in London for a conference. Would it be too much trouble to send it to my assistant? I'll email the address." "Of course, no trouble at all." The next day, Maria packaged the notebook carefully, wrote a personal note, and paid for the fastest shipping with her own money. She didn't think much of it. She'd just done what she hoped someone would do for her in the same situation. 2 weeks later, her supervisor called her into the office. "There's someone asking to speak with you. Daniel Whitaker. Do you know him?" Maria's heart skipped. "Yes. He lost a notebook. I mailed it back." Her supervisor looked surprised. "He's here. In the lobby." Maria walked nervously down the corridor. Standing there was a sharply dressed man with salt and pepper hair and a kind expression. Beside him was a younger woman, holding a bouquet of flowers and an envelope. "Maria," he said, reaching out to shake her hand warmly, "you saved something worth millions of dollars, and didn't expect a thing in return. That kind of integrity is rare." "I just thought it was the right thing to do," she replied softly. He smiled. "It was more than that. We did some checking. You're raising a daughter on your own. You've been working here for over a decade. You're the kind of person who makes the world better just by being in it." The woman beside him stepped forward. "We've established a scholarship fund in your name, for your daughter. Full tuition, any university of her choice. And, if you're open to it, we'd love for you to work with us. We need someone with your attention to detail and trustworthiness." Maria felt the air leave her lungs. She blinked back tears, unsure if she was dreaming. "But I'm just a cleaner." "No," Daniel said gently. "You're a remarkable human being. And today, we just happened to notice." That night, Maria returned home and told Camila everything. They laughed, They cried, and for the first time in years, they allowed themselves to hope, really hope. Not just for survival, but for a future filled with possibilities. Maria never sought attention. She never looked for rewards. She simply lived with kindness, honesty, and dignity. But one simple act, an honest gesture that came straight from the heart, rippled into something extraordinary. It changed her life, her daughter's future, and maybe even the lives of countless others who would one day benefit from that forgotten notebook. Because sometimes, it takes just one phone call to remind the world that even the quietest voices matter. And that ordinary people, doing simple things with extraordinary care, are often the real heroes.